All right, we're back. Another week, another recap. This is the final week before Furina. So I really need to crack down on some stuff because I've kind of been ignoring the more normal, like the more
Wouldn't gliding be
not
faster?
resin needed farming, right? I've not been farming the stuff that doesn't need resin. I need some more lake light lilies. I probably need to get some whopper flowers, but other
Ad
than that,
Astra.
we're pretty much set.
Thank you for completing
You know, money is
Ad
obviously
Astra.
useful in whatever. So we're basically this week is just going to be even more artifact farming. So we're going to try to get some, just expand our golden troop collection so I have a ton of options, because I don't know exactly what I have that fits Farina. So I won't know until I actually get Farina, because I'm not going to bother going through them. I'm just not going to, I say all the time. Oh, wow. I say all the time that, like, oh, I have all these artifacts. Let me, I'm gonna box some of them, but then I never do. So I have like, so many artifacts. It's not that big of a deal. We're just gonna keep expanding our collection, and then when Farina gets here, I think I'm gonna go through and try to get them. I'm gonna try to sort through them and strong box a lot of stuff and whatnot. So yes, final week
Bow your head.
before
Think you can
Farina,
get
which is
away?
very nice.
Brace yourselves.
I'm so excited. I do think I literally was just thinking that what I really need to do going forward is focus on getting
Wings of
like
darkness.
2
Seems like an
teams
emergency.
completely
Mind the
built
side
and
effects.
everything. So because I would really like to try to seriously attempt clearing Abyss
Let the mighty
now that
be humble.
the
Time for
character
takeoff.
that I
You're
the final
good.
character that
How
I want is coming out.
Oz revealed by
What the hell was that? So I think I'm gonna try to seriously look at characters and teams that I would want to build with those characters and just see what
Here we go.
we can do.
Silence.
'Cause I would really like to try to seriously work on clearing Abyss. I think that'd be very fun to do. So I do think the next weekly recaps, after this week, are going to be, I'll need to concrete this, right? That is holy. I'll take that. But I think going forward, the next few or the next weeks are going to be looking at one character per week. I think that'd be a fun way to do it. Like,
Bow your head.
to try to level up one
Think you can get
character
away?
in a week to like a good spot
As you wish, me. Mind the side effects.
and all that. I think that'd be fun. And I say that, I mean mostly like talent and boss stuff, and then maybe we'll do maybe artifacts will be like a separate week. I think that'd be a better way to do
Taking a
it.
turn for the
But
better.
I would obviously need to look who I want to build and everything. You would think it would be obvious, new bullet. I mean, I do think it's going to be the new bullet team, and then probably somebody else. And like, as much as I want to do Mavlika, I also kind of don't want to do Mavlika. I think I'd rather do somebody else, just because I'm finding Mavlika on field to not really be amazingly fun, which kind of sucks. But I'll need to experiment with her, and I do think having her off field would be a better decision in the long run. I'll need to think about it, but I do think it'd be better, it'd be more beneficial for this team. I think this team is going to have to change. I think Venti's going to have to be kicked off of it, and so is Baiju,
Mind the side effects.
because I'm pretty sure I'd rather put Lanyan on here instead of Venti, and then I can put Furina on here instead of Baiju. And we wouldn't have a healer, but I don't believe we really need a singular
Time for
hero
takeoff.
healer, because we'll have Furina does her thing, and Nuvolet heals himself and lowers his own HP, so Furina will be covered by Nuvolet. No healer would probably be needed, and I think that'd be a better team than what we have now. We will lose the grouping capabilities, but I don't think that that's a big deal, right? I don't think that's a bad thing to lose. So I do think building Lanyan for this team will be good. And maybe we put Lanyan on like prototype amber or something. And then that's an EM goblet. I will take it. I don't know if that. Ooh, animo damage. Sure. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm so excited to get Furina. Mainly, it means I can start gambling more consistently. Because, like I said, I want to get Eon-san if she's a 4-star, which I don't know if she will be, but I would like to get Eon-san if she's going to be a 4-star. And then from there, probably just save until somebody reruns or like somebody new comes out that I really like. Because as much as I like the Varessa, I don't think she is, like, I'm not incredibly interested in her, you know? Let's see. Healing bonus? No. Meh. Okay. Nope, I don't need to continue. I don't need to continue the challenge. Well, there's resin usage. Now we do the good old reputation grind. I love reputation so much. I don't know, I haven't really been playing much recently. Like I just haven't. I've just kind of run out of stuff to play after I finished Avowed. I have been, one of my favorite pastimes is if you have a PC and you know use Steam on your computer. There's this game called Acts of Blood, which is like a, if you know the Batman Arkham series or Sleeping Dogs, it is very similar to that, except it's not done yet. It's just a demo, but it's got the same, you know, you press one button to counter an enemy or whatever, right? And it's pretty simple combat, but it's also pretty fun. My favorite pastime recently has been to play that game and blast my music through Spotify and just, you know, beat people up for hours on end. The reason I got it, so I got into it because I saw somebody recommended it. Or I saw somebody playing it on like TikTok or something, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. So I looked for the name and whatnot, and I found it and I played it because it's free. It's a demo. So, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I decided to 100% or if get all the achievements, and one of the achievements is in the arena game mode, which is just the endless waves of enemies. You have to kill 666 people for the achievement Mark of the Demon, or Mark of the Devil or whatever. And that thing took me like an hour of straight fighting because it's just how slow it is. I fought for so long I had to take a break while fighting the enemies because my hands were hurting. So it was super fun. But I'm like genuinely interested in playing that game because it is very, if Sleeping Dogs. I think it's mostly Sleeping Dogs in comparison to something like Sifu or anything. I think it's basically Sleeping Dogs, but set in Thailand instead of China, or wherever Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is set in China. I think it's set in. Let's see. I haven't really been reading anything either, just because I kind of got tired of it. I'm thinking of rewatching Bush the Rock already because it's, you know, such a good show. I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was amazing. And then I watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier after that, which is still a good movie. You know, back when Marvel movies weren't complete shit. I truly do think that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the last good Marvel movie. Oh, level 8. Thank God. Let's see. We got the Resonance Stone. Great. So useful. And let's see. It's 400 of the week. So this is 2 weeks. Pretty much. Yeah, this is 2 more weeks of just this level. So we'll be done in like a month. Maybe. One of the Geo. That's fine. Nobody on my team uses Geo. I don't hate Sumeru, like I've said before, but I'm just tired of being in here. I want to go to Fontaine already. I wonder if Sumeru is the biggest region, because I mean, Sumeru is, you know, what's crazy to me is there are no reputation quests in Sumeru Desert. Other than that, I'm just insanely lucky and I haven't got one. But Sumeru includes the desert, right? So it's massive. It's way bigger than Leeway, unless this counts as a Leeway. But even then, I think it's bigger. I think the only thing that could rival it is maybe Natlan if the next region is huge, right? And yes, I've not gotten all the Dendroculus. I don't even think I've gotten all the Electroculus, man. I don't really care. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll sit down and do them, but I really don't feel like it anytime soon. So I'm so ready for, of course, Furina, but also 5.5. I need a new region to explore. I'm so bored of these of not having a new one. 5.5 needs to hurry up and have it. There we go. Yeah, I do think Nuvi is almost friendship 10. Yeah, thing is, I don't know. I think everybody else on this team is friendship 10. I don't do the weird thing of having a friendship team. I don't care
This realm.
because I don't care about getting friendship with every character that I have. Oh look, Nuvolet got to friendship 10 from this. Friendship 10. That's actually pretty fire. Nuvolet is friendship 10. Okay, we're back. Another day for farming artifacts because that's what we do. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna learn that so it's out of my way. So we're farming artifacts. That's all we're doing. Good old artifact farming. I actually have not recorded the Wednesday video yet, but that's because it's Tuesday, so it doesn't really matter.
Add Astra at
I plan on recording it like right
Thank
after
you
this
for
though.
completing-
I got word from a friend
Add Astra at
that it is gonna be hard. So I really hope that it's not too hard. I'm gonna at least try to get all the primo gems from it. I don't really care about the other stuff, especially if it's a difficult game mode. I don't exactly care for all these things, but I I definitely think that it is going to be not fun. But you know, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised and it won't be that bad. Who knows? Let's see. I played Warframe last night, which is something I haven't done in literally years.
Brace yourselves. The doctor will see you.
Like I played Warframe back when you only had the dude with the horn, like the frame with the horn on him, as the only one you could choose,
Think you can get
as the
away?
only one you got to start with.
Let's play.
But this time I got to choose between
A
a
bitter
couple
pill to
other
swallow.
ones, which is pretty cool.
Silence.
And like, I don't know, I'm not a big Warframe fan. I don't like their mono, or at least I don't like how it was back when I first played it. How unfair it was to, you know, because you could only have like a certain number of the characters at one time, and you had to use the same currency you spend on the characters on unlocking more slots to have more characters. I found it really stupid. So I kind of stopped playing. And I hope it's different. I have no idea if it is because I don't really care. I don't suspect I'm going to be playing the game for very long. I just need something to play. I haven't had something to play a ton recently. I have been thinking of getting back into this game
Brace
more
yourselves.
because I do like have that problem where I don't actually
Settle down.
play this game very much outside of videos, but I still do occasionally, right? I just haven't recently because I've been doing other stuff.
Think you
Like
can get
because I
away?
was, you know, playing Avowed, I didn't play this
Pause,
game.
reveal.
What is
The
up with
doctor will see
her? Visual's been weird. Where I press her skill and my camera just jolts to it.
Bow your head.
That's weird. Well, whatever. Cool. I don't know though. It's been fun. I haven't really been reading anything either. Haven't been watching anything. I don't know. I just haven't really been doing much. Ooh, HP percent. I will keep it. I just haven't really been doing much. Like yesterday, I played Warframe mostly, and then other than that, I like jumped between a couple games. Played some Minecraft.
Silence.
Time for
I don't know.
takeoff.
I just think it's. I just
Midnight
don't
Phantasmal
really
Door.
like Minecraft anymore. It's just weird. I think it's because the new. I'm just not a big fan of the new update. I truly
The
believe
tides beckon.
that the last good update to Minecraft was the Nether update that changed, you know, the Nether and added all the biomes and whatnot. But you know, I haven't really been happy with any of the others. I think Caves and Cliffs is fine,
A bitter pill to
and I would accept the Cliffs part, but I don't like the new cave generation system. I don't. I like the old caves.
be sanctified.
I just prefer them. The new textures, I'm not that big of a fan of in comparison to the old ones. The new just stuff in the game is not that interesting to me. Like, oh wow, a firefly bush, that is crazy. Or you know, the archaeology spots, I don't care. It's like, it's just a weird time for Minecraft. And I don't think the movie is going to be very good.
Settle
I'm
down.
saying that
Time
right
for
now.
takeoff.
But don't get me wrong, I do know the movie is for children, but a lot of people who are older are still going to watch it because it's a freaking Minecraft movie, right?
Let the mighty be humbled.
I don't know if I will because I'm just not really a movie watcher. I watch very few movies. Like my favorite movie ever is Sonic 3, so which is another, you know, movie more for children than anything
Like an
else.
emergency. Bow your head.
But still, you know, this is because I'm a large Sonic fan and Sonic 3 was so good.
Be
So,
sanctified.
you know, before Sonic 3, my favorite movie was Into the Spider-Verse. So, you know, my movie choices aren't incredibly interesting. You know, they're not some underground shit or some. I like good movies, but anyway, that's today. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go record this event and hopefully not lose my mind. So another day, another round of artifact farming, I suppose. If I'd waited like 30 more minutes, I could have done all 5, but I don't care. So we're just gonna go with this. They need to hurry up and give us 240 daily resin because Zenless has it. Wuthering Waves launched with it. Like, hurry up and get with the time, Genshin, please. I think Genshin is, in my opinion, better than both of them. Although I do still really like Wuthering Waves, although I haven't touched it in a while. But it's definitely, because it came out first. I think it's definitely got some old design decisions that don't really fit with the current state of gacha games in general. Let's see, I played Balatro because Balatro went to Xbox Game Pass. That's like the only place that I can go to try out. That's the only place I can really go if I want to try out games that I don't own. It's really freaking good, and it's basically convinced me to buy it. So Balatro might happen. I will not make a video on it because I don't think, like, it's fun to watch other people make videos, but you know, other people are better at making videos than I am. So I don't really think watching me click cards for 30 minutes would be amazingly interesting. So I think we're gonna stick with Valheim. I think Valheim is something I'm interested in because Valheim is a game I haven't touched in a while. The last time I played with a friend and we got up to fighting the Frost Dragon boss. That's what we fought. And then we accidentally summoned it early while we were fighting one of the golems that are up there, I think. And then it was annoying. So then we all died, and we both died, and we basically just gave up.
Mind the side effect.
But you know, I still enjoy Valheim. I think it's a very cool looking game. I think it's a very interesting game.
Remember,
So,
health comes first.
you know, it'd definitely be interesting to get back into it. I tried to get back into Minecraft recently, and I just couldn't do it. I don't know. I just don't like the Minecraft updates.
Here we go. Oz reveal.
Like I said it before. I think I said it earlier in this video, but I just think the last good Minecraft update was the Nether update back in the day, like 1.14 or something. Or it was either that or it was whichever one came last. It was either the Nether update or the Aquatic update. I don't know which one is which. But like, I don't like the Caves and Cliffs update. I don't like that they changed world generation. I don't think the game needed it. I think Minecraft was perfectly fine where it was. I haven't liked Tales and Trails because it's just pointless. I haven't liked anything that's come out of like the Pale Garden update is just kind of whatever. Like it's just a new biome and that's it. And I just personally haven't enjoyed it. I enjoy consuming content about the game, but I don't enjoy playing the game, you know. And I still enjoy playing survival games. It's not that. One of my all-time favorite games is Subnautica. Oh my god, Subnautica is so fucking good. If you have not played Subnautica, go play Subnautica right now. This is a threat. But Subnautica is one of the best games ever made, and I genuinely love it. I've never beaten it though. Same with Minecraft. I've never beaten Minecraft. I never defeated the Ender Dragon on my own. I've never defeated the Ender Dragon, period. Actually, I've just never beaten Minecraft. And then, but I've never beaten Subnautica either, and that's just because I have so much fun with the game that I just kind of ignore the overarching goal. But Subnautica 2's launching maybe this year, and if that happens, one, I want, because it might have co-op, I want to play through it with one of my friends. Because we both love Subnautica 1, and Below Zero is okay. See, I just think they did Below Zero wrong. Focusing on the story isn't a bad idea, but focusing on the story in a way that it removes all the parts of the game that made the original Subnautica good was the wrong way to go about it. You know, it's a very like cool area that you're in and all that. I just don't like that it's smaller. I don't like the voice protagonist. I don't like the new PDA voice, although I realized after the fact that the new PDA voice is because it's not an Altera PDA, it's either jailbroken or a different corporations. So like that makes sense. But I just didn't like it. Ooh, I'll take that. And you know, but I liked the region, I liked the overarching story, but they just focused too much on the story and not enough on the actual design of the area and all that. Okay, well that's that. Yeah, we're just gonna send it off right here because I should have just yapped for 7 minutes straight about games that I like. So you know, but that's why I make weekly recaps specifically, so I can just kind of yap and not worry about anything. We're kicking this part off with a look at the new banners that are out, as they are now officially revealed. And Mika, Chongyun, Charlotte, honestly, banger lineup. All cryo, which is kind of weird, but like I don't have any of these characters, so I'm fine with getting any of the three. I would like to get all of the three, but I think I would prefer Charlotte and Mika over Chongyun just because Charlotte hasn't had a rerun since her original first banner, and Mika is from Mondstadt, and I like Mondstadt, and he's the most recent new Mondstadt character, I'm pretty sure. If we take a look, anybody from Mondstadt besides Mika, I don't think so. I mean, Sumeru, Leeway, Inazuma, Fontaine, Leeway, Fontaine, or Stesnaya technically, but you know, Sumeru, Fontaine, Natlin. Yeah, the most recent new Mondstadt character, which kind of sucks that he hasn't been, you know, it's been since before Fontaine that a Mondstadt character has been out. But I'm totally down. I want to try to actually build cryo stuff because I feel like it'd be fun, because cryo is one of those elements that I don't really use along with Geo, right? I just don't use them because I use Geo more because Kachina purely, but I want to try to use cryo more often. I feel like it could be really fun, and you know, I want to get, I think Sit Lolly is definitely a character that I would want to grab on a rerun. But yeah, we're good old that. The banners look good. I'm totally happy with all the 4 stars on it. I'm totally a-okay with getting any of them. I was hoping Charlotte was going to rerun on Furina's banner because I wanted Charlotte herself. And I was like, if she hasn't reran since her original release, which I think was on Furina's banner, then they're gonna put her on Furina's banner, right? But totally happy with Mika, and then Chongyun is the only. Yeah, I think Chongyun is the only original 4-star I don't have. Yeah, Chongyun is the only original 4-star I don't have. So getting him to finish that would be awesome, because I chose Lanyard in the Lantern, right? Yeah, because I, you know, needed to. And then, you know, I want to get all the 4-star characters, and I'm honestly pretty damn close. It is Chongyun, Dory, Farzan, Mika, Sethos that I don't have, and Auroran. So, you know, we're pretty close. I would like to collect all the 4 stars, you know. because they're easier in the long run to get than, actually no, I think they're harder to get in the long run than 5 stars, because 5 stars you can plan around, but 4 stars you can't really, which sucks. I really hope they introduce I want them to introduce a 4-star only banner where you can only get 4 stars, and it's like every 30 pulls or something you're guaranteed to get the 4-star that you choose. I think that could be a fun way to do it. And like every week or every month or something, they could rotate out who's featured, so who has more chances to get pulled. I think it could be a fun way to, especially a fun way to be able to get the 4 stars like Kaya and Lisa and Amber, who don't get reruns like ever. So it could just be a fun way to boost people's chances C6ing the starting characters, or getting a 4-star they actually want, you know, C6ing a 4-star they want and all that. I feel like it could be a fun way to, it could be a good way to make it so that 4 stars aren't the hardest thing in existence to get. Dang it. Oh yeah, real quick, if you play this game on PC like I do, like on a computer, and you have Steam or the capacity to, and you use Steam and whatnot, there's just a demo I want you to try that's out right now called Haste Broken Worlds. It's by Landfall Games, who are the same people who did Tabs and Tab G, and then that weird night battle royale game. They do a lot of weird games, but Haste Broken Worlds is their new one. It's, the demo is out right now, not sponsored or anything. I just really love the demo. So if you have the capacity to download it through Steam and try it out, I would highly recommend it. It is, I'll put it up on the screen so you know what you're looking for. It is so good, and it's the release date, you know, in the demo is the main character asks when the game's going to be out, and then some lady is like, sooner than you think. So in my mind, that's like in a couple months, you know. I don't know. It's been super fun to play. I played it a ton yesterday. I only found it because I follow Landfall Games on TikTok, I think, and you know, they posted a video about it. They're also the guys who did content for it too, that game. I always forget about that one. I got that one for free, so I like don't remember getting it. But you know, so I will be getting Haste, and I've been thinking about making a video on it, but I did promise Valheim, so I think we're gonna stick with Valheim. But if it's still available, if the demo is still available after Valheim, so after Monday, it might happen, because it's been super fun to play. I've been enjoying it so much. Again, in no way, shape, or form, I'm not gaining anything out of saying this. I just genuinely enjoy the game, and I think a lot of people will.
Midnight Phantasma.
So, you know, play it yourself if you have the ability to. It's so good. I was thinking earlier, next week for weekly recap, what I want to do, because Furina is going to be built in the Furina video, because that's what I plan on. And then I was like, what do I want to do for weekly recap next week? And then I remembered I want to plan on doing, I want to start building like a character every week to get, until we get to the point where we can clear floor 12, right? So I mean, building, you know, taking these teams that we already have set up, I can't open it, but like this team here, you know, taking this, and obviously this will get some changes because Furina, but take like Nuvolite and Fischl and level them up to 90, get their weapons leveled to 90, do all that like grinding stuff and talents and everything to get them into like an actually good position, so that we can try to seriously attempt going for 12. And I was like, who do I want to do first? And then I remembered, I think I'm going to do Lanyan next week. I think we're going to focus on completely building Lanyan, you know, which would probably take more than next week. I want to start building characters, and I do think I want to put Lanyan on this team with you know, it'll be Lanyan, Fischl, Furina, Nuvolite. I think that'll be a better team than what we currently have, because Nuvi has had some problems with getting hit out of stuff, getting interrupted. Baiju's shield is not reliable because it takes so much to get up, to get put up and everything, so it's not a reliable thing to have every time. And I do think Lanyan will be a better choice for that. And then we also still get a shield and swirling in the same thing, so you know, we won't have a healer, but we don't really need a healer because Furina can heal. So I do think building Lanyan is going to be a better choice in the long run. And I might give her Prot Amber, maybe. It really depends on what I'm feeling, because I only have one Prot Amber and right now it's on Baiju. But if I, you know,
Time for takeoff.
but if I like take Baiju off the team, then I'm not going to be using Baiju as much as, oh my god, I'm not going to be using Baiju as much, you know, so it's not that big of a deal. And I can also make another prototype Amber. I will not R5 it. I will not R5 a prototype Amber because I think I need a couple at the very least. I have problems with weapons. That's probably the biggest problem in this account, is the weapons, because I don't pull on weapon banners. So I don't have any of the, you know, weapon banner only 4 stars. I don't have I have 2 5-star weapons out of everything. So I think weapons are going to be a difficult thing. But if we go look at Lanyan now, I believe she's somewhere in here. Here we go. Right now she's on sack frags because it's what I have. I have a level 20 sack frags. I have a ton of other ones too, but like I could put her on Prot Amber if I wanted to. I have Widzith, all that stuff. Throwing tails, of course, you know, that type of thing. So I'll have to look at, and I also have Faf Codex. I couldn't put her, you know, I could put Nuvi on Prot Amber. I just don't have him on Prot Amber now because, you know, Baiju's using it and I only have one. And this is R5able and it's more damage focused than this is. So I think making another Prot Amber is probably going to be really beneficial in the long run, but yeah, I haven't done that yet. You know, and I also have a Mappa Mare that I made for Yadfe when I was using her. So yeah, I think that's going to be next week's plan, is to build Lanyan to get her actually in a good position to be put on the team and everything. Okay, it's Friday. As you know, that means weekly bosses, and I don't have to go here. Yeah, no, that means weekly bosses. This is our final chance before Furina gets out to get some more narwhal drops. I believe we have, I cannot do, I always open the wrong menu, but I believe we have quite a few. Let's see. I mean, we have 7 drops in total, with 4 of them being what we actually need. I believe Furina needs this, so that's honestly not bad. We are going to do another run of this. And then we're going to do a Pep and then Dvalin, good old Dvalin runs. Yeah, we're just gonna get started because these take a long time. And what's crazy is the event video that went out Wednesday has 600 flipping views, man. Like, that is crazy. That usually, you know, the last week the videos didn't do too hot. They did worse than a lot of videos have been. But I think that it's just because I didn't really like, it was a video of, it was a different game than Genshin and all that stuff.
Brace yourself.
So I do think that it was that that's the reason. Jesus, I cannot talk and focus on playing this game at the same time. But I do think that that was the reason. But also, you know, I don't expect them to do, you know, I'm not expecting 1,000 views in video. 600 is still a lot, and I am super happy that that happened. That's very cool. But I just don't know why. Like, it just popped off for some reason, and I don't know why it did. Like, it's not like anything crazy. It's just, I think it's because it's talking about the new event, and the new event is a pretty hot topic for discussion at the moment. So I do think that that's the reason that it did so, is because the new event is a pretty, you know, on topic thing and all that stuff. But it's so cool, and there's been a ton of comments. They've been really fun to read. I got one comment by some guy who his name I don't remember, who was like, I did it all C0 character. I'm like, good for you, man. Like, it's very cool that you could do that, but some people are genuinely having problems, and it's only fair to listen to their criticism.
Mind
you
the
know,
side effect.
this event is definitely very polarizing. I've seen in the community too, people are kind of upset at the event purely because it's the first one in a while to have a name card come along with it, and a majority
Mind the
of,
side
you know,
effects.
a majority of people probably won't be able to get it considering how difficult it is to actually complete. And a lot of people are saying like they don't think that it'd be as bad if, you know, events more regularly had name cards with them, because I do genuinely think that this event should be permanent. It's super fun. It's a super fun game mode, and it's kind of upsetting that the game mode's gonna be completely lost.
Reveal.
There we go. Cool. Very easy. Very nice. And look, we got another one, and a dream solvent. Very cool. Yeah. See, that took the entire time as all my domain runs sometimes take. So it's definitely like a slow thing. But on the Sumeru, luckily from here they're really fast. I don't know. I feel like I talk about Furina a lot, but that's because that's like the biggest thing that's happening in this game for me anytime soon. I apologize if you're tired of me yapping about Furina, but you know, that's the biggest event in this game for me anytime soon. Like nothing else has really been happening. I mean, I've been reading some other stuff, I suppose. Yeah, no, I've been reading some other stuff. I got into just the different I found a couple new manhwa that I've been really into. Not really into, that I've been enjoying. So I've been reading them. They've been good. They're like stories about like guys who like die or something, and then they get reborn into a really rich family, and then they try to like take over the business or something. I don't know. Yeah, I read a bunch of weird stuff like that. I enjoy manhwa like that though. I find them fun. I like it when they use big words that I don't, and like concepts that I just don't understand. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm just there to enjoy it. What other than that, I haven't really been doing much. I've run out of things to watch on YouTube. Like my YouTube recommended my YouTube recommended page usually changes from like depending on what I watch. So like when sometimes I'll get really addicted to watching Elden Ring stuff, and it'll be full of Elden Ring challenge videos and whatnot. And sometimes I'm really into like Elder Scrolls Fallout challenge videos and that type of thing. And then it's full of those
Taking a turn for the better.
you know, it really just depends. And recently it hasn't really been any one of those things. It's been like a ton of random stuff, and it kind of sucks because that means I've not really much to watch. So that's been kind of annoying, you know, because I watch YouTubers something over television. You know, I don't watch TV shows very much. I watch anime sometimes, but other than that, I don't watch anything, right? And it's like, so when YouTube is like this in a slump where nothing, and the problem isn't that there's nothing to watch, because I could rewatch a ton of videos by a ton of different people. The problem is there's nothing new to watch. A lot of my favorite creators that I frequent, I've seen like every video that they've uploaded in like the past 3 years. So rewatching them gets boring because you know what they are. So it's just a struggle. Real first world problems over here. I have nothing to waste my time doing. But you know, and the Dvalin fight, like, it sucks that the Dvalin fight is so.
Teamwork is true. Yeah.
Fallen leaves adorn my light.
I feel like I talk about this every time, but Dvalin has been completely outscaled in terms of boss status, and it kind of sucks because Dvalin is super cool as an enemy. Man, and 3 drops and a dream solvent. That's big. Bring the dream solvent up there. Okay, real quick, we're gonna go condense resin, and I'm gonna go money ley lines like I said I would. I just would rather do this than do domain runs. I don't feel like doing domain runs, so I'm not gonna do domain runs. We're just gonna do some money ley lines. I feel like they'll be, you know, useful. I'm not hurting for cash by any means. I'm like 15, 16 million more. I don't need money, but when I have resin like this to spend, and I don't really want to do, I don't want to do 2 runs of domains just to, you know, maybe get a piece out of the 4 that I'm gonna get. I don't want to do that, so we're just gonna spend it on money, because money will never betray you. Life lessons with Log. Of course, the one time I bring out Malvuika, I go up against the Pyra slime. Oh, I did, I totally forgot. Last night I was kind of bored, so I did what I said I would, and actually played the video game and went and gathered some of the stuff that I needed for Furina. So I did some whopper flower grinding and a little bit of, and I gathered all the flowers that I needed for her, pretty much. If we go into the wrong menu, I always open the character menu because I'm like, oh, I need to look at character stuff. Let's go to the character menu. So see, I have 200 of these now, which I think is enough. I think you need 160 something. I just did it until the collection ran out. So yeah, this is just ley lines, man. So of course, okay, so that's freaking weekly recap done, which is good. It's a little bit later than I would have liked, but who cares? So Monday is going to be a Valheim video. I'm going to record it this weekend. So I plan on, I want to try to at least beat the deer boss, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that without having learned it, you know, and I'm going to be on my own. So it'll be a bit of a struggle. So I'm just going to play for a little bit, see what happens. If nothing interesting happens, oh well. And then next Wednesday is Furina. I plan on, well, okay, so of course I realistically should have enough funny little things to guarantee her, right? I have 16 plus the 157 in Primo Gems that I have, so that's 60, 73, 173 pulls. That should realistically be enough to guarantee, because even if it's 80 every time, that's 160, right? That should be enough to guarantee. If for some godforsaken reason I don't guarantee Furina, I think I'm gonna like go into hiding or something. That's crazy. So realistically, Furina should happen Wednesday, or that's when the video will be up. I'll be recording it whenever the banner is available, so I can gamble, which will probably be Tuesday, because that's when the banner is probably going to go live. Let's see, and then weekly recap, I think we're going to be building land Yan for Nuvi team. I think that's what I'm gonna do, weekly recap. And by building her, I mean we're gonna grind out these boss materials, maybe talents, I don't know, right? It really depends, because she'll probably take a while to get built, because I need to grind out all the boss materials, and like Furina needs these, so I might have less of these. I need to grind out these jades that I don't have because I don't have a character that needs them. And then jewels will also probably be a bit of an issue. You know how it is. Anyway, that's weekly recap. I'll see you Monday for Valheim, which will be interesting. Of course, if you're not interested in that, I'll see you Wednesday then for gambling. So yeah, I'll see you then.